Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the beloved Vietnam podcast. Every day, we hastily skim through the news just to read the headlines, just to remember a few highlights. But behind those seemingly meaningless words, there are the shadows of people who write silently, the writers who work as journalists. Today is June 21st, a very special day. On this day, 99 years ago, Thanh Ni newspaper, the newspaper founded by Nguyen Ai Quoc, published its first issue. It was not until 1985 that the national press organized its first ceremony to celebrate Vietnam Press Day, which also marked the 60th anniversary of Thanh Ni newspaper. Since then, June 21st is not only a day for the press, but also a day for all people because the press is the people's career, the voice of life. When the whole city was still asleep, they quietly set out. When everyone was fast asleep, they were diligently writing each line under the tired light of the lamp. Journalists are not only storytellers, but also people who touch the pulse of life, able to record a glance, a word, a truth that has not yet been spoken. They don't stand on stage, they don't get applause, but they are the ones who light the first light of a new day with information, with truth, with the desire to spread what is right and kind. Some people write amidst storms and floods, their feet covered in mud in the water. Some people sit in the middle of war zones, where just one moment of indifference can cost them their lives. Some people quietly sneak into every dark corner of society, where there are lies and injustice, to bring the light of justice closer. And some journalists write about everyday life, about a delicious restaurant, a story of a kind person, a small joy in the heart of the city. They are the ones who breathe wind into the silence, knocking on your heart with truth and trust. Perhaps journalism is a special profession, because the writer must learn to be courageous, to be objective, not to bow down to power and not to ignore the pain of others. He must also learn to be gentle, to feel sadness, and to see the beauty in a seemingly small detail. In an era where fake news can spread faster than the truth, journalists need more than ever to have clear eyes, a warm heart, and a cool head. Today, if you read an article that makes you smile, if you accidentally shed tears because of a beautiful story about humanity, if you feel relieved when reading a clear, complete, fair news, then who knows, you just received a gift from someone who carries the two words, journalist. Thank you for listening to today's special podcast episode of Beloved Vietnam. If you are a journalist, I would like to send you a silent thank you because you have quietly brightened up a corner of life. If you are a person who loves words, loves the truth, loves beautiful things, then who knows? You are also writing a very special chapter of journalism by living a kind life every day. See you again in the next episode where the beautiful things of Vietnam are still waiting for us to listen.